Alright, welcome back. This is Imperial SMP. It's the morning. It's been a while. It's been like probably about a month since I put a video up from this server. You know, things have been happening, but we out here. Today's gonna be great because we are finally starting the Elytra course that I said we were gonna do like 2 episodes ago. So let me take my armor off. I've been working on a new skin as well. What do you guys reckon? It's kind of, I don't know. It's a thing. It's black. But before we get into it, I just want to recap you guys on a couple of things that we've been doing over the last couple episodes and some stuff that I've done off camera because it's been a while. So I guess first up, we've got this tree right here with all this green foliage. I recently opened a creative server and my friend Lego built the entire spawn area and I learned a lot about building trees from him. So this is probably a bad view, but I've been trying out different designs based off the techniques that he used. So here we go. This is kind of like the first one in this world. And it's kind of a trial because I'm thinking of putting a bunch of trees like this around this area. Over here, we've got this junk punk kind of like mini game area. And I'm thinking if I'm going to make it properly like junky, it's going to be all dirt and burnt up. And around it is going to be the green forests and stuff that were there before it got sort of taken over by all this industrial stuff. So this is kind of just like a proof of concept of what that might look like. I think it looks pretty cool. We also have this incredible ship here that was designed by my friend Latissimus. Perfect landing. Wow, go me. And I'm putting a storage system down the bottom here, which is like a multi-item sorter for hopefully everything in the game, except that how fun is organizing chests? Not very. So I got a little bit burnt out. I've only done like the first couple. So I've still got to finish that off, but it's coming along. Back down here though at the pain clinic, I forgot it was called that. Nice bridge, thank you. People keep putting signs around here. I don't know who they are from. But yeah, at the pain clinic, we've been doing some building. I need some food, I'm hungry. You may see some like random kind of things like this floating around. I've got a couple of different client side, just beauty mods going on. So I don't know, there'll be some weird stuff around. You'll get used to it. This is all going to be part of the Elytra course. There's going to be a big build behind here. This is kind of like a bit of scaffolding and whatnot. The giant build that I want to do requires 25 stacks of concrete and I've got like half of that, and I'm going to be real with you guys, I cannot be bothered making the rest. But we've got the start of it in here. This is kind of supposed to be like a Neo Tokyo little, I don't know, like street food stand. And I've kind of done a little bit of an interior on it. It's not super fancy, but we've got like it's supposed to be like an oven. I could put some, what do they call it? Like minecart rails could be interesting on here. The main focus of this though is there's going to be a water elevator right here, which is going to shoot us all the way up to the launch pad. I guess like the start of the Elytra course, which we're going to get started on real soon. But yeah, I just wanted an interesting way to get into the Elytra course rather than having like a big front door, like kind of like this one here, how we've got this parkour course that goes up the side and then like a hidden entrance down below. So yeah, we've just got this kind of like barbecue house, come in the front door and then you like nip in here and then it's going to take you all the way up. So yeah, pretty cool. So as I was saying, the main build that's going to go here requires just more resources than I can gather right now. So we're going to start by building the outside, which is kind of just like a whole lot of scaffolding, which actually, the more I think about it, kind of makes sense.
This is the song for you.
I really like this view from back here. I don't know like how to explain it, but it looks really cool. Also, you probably saw that I added some like Japanese characters on there. I don't know what it means. I don't know what they spell. So if you know what they mean, if you speak the language, then maybe you can help translate. Yeah, this is it. This is the effect that I was trying to create when I started doing this place. That you have this thing that draws your eye up. So you've got the like ring of fire, this thing here, oh, the rain even. This is actually kind of perfect. It sort of fits the vibe. Pretty well. All right, next thing we need to do is create the water stream that gets us up here. Oh dude, that was so clutch. I can't believe that. So I'll put it right here. Get rid of that. That's gonna now go all the way down. Hopefully this works. I haven't tested this. And of course it's perfect. So we got our kelp and I need some bone meal. All right, break the kelp and is it gonna take me all the way up? Yes. Okay, great. That's fantastic. So now someone's going to arrive at the pain clinic. They're going to walk through here. There's going to be more signage. So you know what that is and you know what this is. And then we come up, we go through the door, shut that. We're going to go through the kitchen, up the water elevator. That's going to take us out to the top. We're going to be on the scaffolding, and of course the big structure is going to go right here, and you can walk around. Again, I'll have signs. And then up next, we're going to put all the redstone in right here, which is going to be the built-in stopwatch. So you can actually record your score and put it on the scoreboard right here on the server. And then this is the launch pad, and we're going to have the course go out into this area here, through these fields, kind of wrap around through the mountains, through the village, and back and finish right here as well. I've actually shown some of this on stream, but I've tweaked it a little bit. Okay, let's see how well I comprehended this redstone. I've kind of Frankensteined it. It's based off like a Mambo tutorial from like years ago, but I've kind of made it work for what we've got going on here. There are going to be 2 switches. We're going to have one to activate the system, and then one to start and stop the timer. So we're going to have that there. That's going to trigger the system to kind of lock itself and make sure that it's counting your score. So I just got to run some redstone along here like that. And now that should, in theory, if I'm switching that on and off, there we go. So you'll see a light go on down here. This is the kind of the main scoring area. This is how you'll know that the game is actually running. This redstone here isn't just to look good though. We've got 2 hoppers going up like that. And then we're going to have 2 hoppers. So one going in there, one going into that one. So it's going to filter items out of here into the hopper, and then that's going to shoot it back up into 2 more chests right here. So what's going to happen is this is going to be filled with like a whole lot of items. Nothing's happening right now, but if I put a hopper right there, that's going to filter out into this chest here, and then it's going to keep filtering, and it should just all end up in this bottom dropper. Yeah, so nothing really amazing, but if we get a comparator and we shoot it that way. Okay, I've already built it wrong, so I've just moved it over by 1 block, so kind of ignore how the last version was. That goes into there like that. Get me the chests, put them back. So we should be back in the game. All right, so now if we put an item in there, it's gonna filter out through there, and it should end up in this dropper there. And now we're gonna fire it back up. We do a comparator out of the hopper in subtract mode. Dust here as well, and I think we then do a block on top of that, a block here, and then we do a repeater. Do I have any repeaters? I do. Like that. Set to like no ticks. Ah, perfect amount of redstone. Nice. Oh, actually, one thing that I forgot is that you need to run a repeater into this block here. I was just running dust, but it won't work the same unless you have a repeater. So now if this is done correctly, once I've got that powered on, it should lock this hopper, and then no items will flow out of this chest. But they do. No, sorry. No items should flow out of this chest. Okay, so that means whatever this amount is will be your score. So that's part 1. Now part 2 is the second trigger, which is gonna like start the stopwatch, which is gonna be started here by these pressure plates. That's gonna go now up vertically, if I've done this right. Oh, that's wrong. That goes up to there now, and if I get some cobblestone, cool. That goes up to there. Now I should, I think, take a repeater signal out of there, and then that should run along here. And now I need to do something like this. I think it goes like that there. Repeater, 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 repeater. That needs to go like that. That needs to go there, I think. Oh, and then I think we go redstone torch there. Douche, 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 douche. And I think we then just run it down here like that. This little thing here is really clever. I can't explain it for the life of me, but it pretty much just turns like an on-off signal into like either on or off. So like a one stage. I don't know how to explain that. But now this chest is locked. So if I put these in there, cool, sweet. So that means I can put all the items in there. Let's go 59. And then nothing is going into this chest. So the system is armed now. This means that it will start the timer. So if I turn that off, nothing should happen. Nothing's filtering out of there. Nothing's filtering out of there. Awesome. If I start it now, when I stand on this, there you go. The timer is started. If I go back over here, you can see that it's counting up. So this will be our time for the Elytra course. Very cool. Awesome. Now if I stop it, let's see if it stopped. Nice. And then when I turn off the system, it's going to reset it. Man, this is kind of complicated, guys. Look at that. So this is pretty ugly. I don't know if we're going to pretty it up at all. Like maybe I'll get rid of these little bits of cobblestone here. No, I'll put something here because I want people to know like this is their score. Also, you can manually reset it as well. You can take the items out of this chest and put them back in here to restart the system. Okay, so let's give it a run. I'm going to time myself to fly. I'll fly up to this thing here and back, and we'll see how long that goes for. So everything should be primed. Nothing's in there. Great. All right, here we go. Right, and we're back, and if I hit the timer again, I could have done that way smoother. What is that? 32, okay. That means nothing, but whatever. Now that we have the stopwatch, the timer all set up so that we can track our score, it's time to start putting in some goals. Although, I don't know, what do you call them? Are they goals or are they checkpoints? I'm not entirely sure, but here's kind of what I'm thinking. So we're gonna jump down off here. The first one is actually gonna be right below us. And then the second one is gonna be up here. Gonna go left. And then I've got this crazy idea of going underground for this one. So I actually want to dig out, I'll probably just TNT a hole right underground here, and I'll flood it with water, come out the other side, because you can use an elytra underwater if you enter and exit right. So I think that'll be like a nice challenge to have early on. It's gonna like loop around, we're gonna go through here. I think we have one down here, one this way. Actually, let's check out the whole course. Somehow I'm gonna wrap it around the back here. And there's this tunnel that I saw earlier on when I was like checking it out. I'll probably make this a little bit wider. Have one through there, one over here. Maybe like one around here somewhere. And then maybe one final one before you return all the way back to the start here. So I think that could be kind of cool. For the goals themselves, they're not just going to be like slalom pillars like this. We're actually going to build it out of yellow concrete, and I know it's like full block, it's not very decorative, but I've tried out a few different versions, like doing them out of glass, and the only problem is that when you build them detailed, they become distracting, and out of glass is it's hard to see. So I kind of want to make them really obvious, and this is still kind of industrial. And on the back, I'm thinking of putting redstone torches, kind of like you're going the wrong way if you can see the torches. Keeping the front as like simple and clean as possible should make it easier for all of the competitors to just go, all right, that's the hole that I got to get through. All right, here we go. And I think that's kind of like a nice way to enter the course. That you got to drop down. I could make it even lower. No, that's fine. I'll leave it like that. Okay, so I've put in all of like the checkpoints, all of the goals that you gotta fly through, minus the one that goes through the water. That one's gonna take a little bit more time to do. So let's give it a test run. I've got a bunch of cobblestone on me, which we're gonna use for the timing here. This is probably gonna be quite a laggy run, you know, real Kiwi hours and all. So let's give it a go. Everything's primed. Let's check the chest one more time. It's empty. Okay, here we go. And we're off. Get the first drop. Oh snap, okay, 2 for 2. So it's gonna go down there. Dude, that light look at, oh man, okay, so these rockets are super laggy right now. That's like a 5 whole seconds. Oh my goodness, it's like 5 whole seconds. Okay, we'll just glide down through here. Oh, I might have to make that one a bit bigger. Yo, look at this lag. Okay, that's sweet though. Okay, that's pretty easy actually. I thought it was going to be way harder than that, but come on, wait for it. Oh, snap. Oh, I'm going to die. I'm going to die. Dude, I'm so close. Okay, that was a fat L. Oh my gosh. Oh, I got to hit the timer again. That's right. Right, so the mechanics are all working, which is great other than the lag. The only thing, I'm not sure if I'm going to put any more like challenges in here. I'm thinking of having a piston door with like a bow and arrow trigger. I don't want to make it too, I don't know. I'm probably going to run like a competition that's going to run for like a couple weeks, and we'll just do like timed runs. And then I might even do like rockets, like how many rockets can you use to do the whole course? Like the less amount wins, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's not far off being done, but I want to decorate it. Obviously that's still got to go in, but I'm thinking I might put in like 1 or 2 big trees here, because I want it to be like you're flying through the trees. And this is kind of like what the area looked like before it got all dirtied up and sort of polluted. So I'm going to put in a couple trees. Okay, so just the one tree. It's kind of that time of night where my connection to the server sort of tanks, but I really like this. I think this tree looks so sick. It's kind of heading more towards that realistic vibe. And interestingly, if you guys want to take a guess at how many stacks of leaves, this is 5 stacks of leaves. I don't know if it looks like it. Same with the fence gates. I think it was about 3 stacks of fence gates and maybe a stack and a half of the regular fences. It's crazy, right? When you build it something like that, it looks really thin and fluffy. It's sort of hard to imagine that there's like 10 stacks of blocks in there. So trees, turns out they take up a lot of blocks. I'm probably gonna go around and add in a whole lot more trees off camera just to kind of get that milestone done. But I think the course is nearly ready. Once I tidy up these parts over here, get like a proper thing through there, get this like water hole one, I think we're in for a good time, guys. Oh, and then obviously the actual main structure that I haven't even started yet. Whoa, that's gonna take so long. But that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts on the course. If you think I could add something or take something away, definitely keen to hear your thoughts. And if you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like. But until next time, peace.